Come True is a science fiction horror movie that is currently streaming on Tubi right now. This is directed by Anthony Scott Burns, who is from Kitchener, Ontario, as a matter of fact. And this is a Canadian film, or at least partially a Canadian production, released by IFC Midnight. And I had heard this name before, and I'd come across the Blu-ray, and I really do want to get the Blu-ray, but I decided to stream it on Tubi first just to get a feel of it. And what this film is about is this girl named Sarah, who's 18 years old. She's a runaway from home. She does not want to be at home, and she finds this opportunity to do this experiment that these scientists are, putting together in some sort of research kind of thing. And all she basically has to do is it's a sleep study essentially. So she has to be monitored. I believe she has to like take something to drink or something like that. I'm not exactly sure on if she has to take any kind of drug, but it's a sleep study essentially. So she gets paid a ton of money afterwards. And yeah, so that's basically the setup of the film. Now, very strange things start to happen, obviously. This is a horror film, and it's it's very it's shot beautifully. It looks fantastic. It's a little bit slow. It's a very actually slow burn, and it's very stylized. So you're gonna get a lot of art houseness to this film. I really feel like this is the kind of feeling movie that would it feels something like directed by Brandon Cronenberg or Oz Perkins, especially the Black Coat's Daughter stuff and the Long Leg stuff, where it's really slow burny and really like image. The scenery is the focus rather than like the dialogue and what's going on with the characters, because there are a lot of silent moments. There are a lot of times where you're just looking at you know uh shots of things. You're not like there's not a lot of talking going on, and there's not a lot of plot going on. There is a plot for sure, and this is also a mind fuck, like big time, and I love those. So this one worked for me 100%, and it also goes into some strange places because you're dealing with dreams. This feels like a fever dream. This feels like a nightmare. The performances are absolutely fantastic. I love the way things go with Sarah. There's this guy character named Jeremy, who is part of the experiment. He's part of doing it to her. And she starts to see him through her daily life, like when she's not asleep and when they're not testing on her. She sees him all over the place, and she's wondering why. And some people end up, mysterious and like they're hiding something, and she stops being able to trust people. And it really goes into some interesting places. Like, I don't want to be too spoilerish, but you get some like touches of like vampirism out of nowhere in this film kind of thing. And I'm not going to get into detail at all, but random things will happen like that. And you're wondering like, whoa, that came out of left field. Like, what kind of themes are we dealing with now? Like, this is totally like taking a whole new direction. And it's always bringing up new subject matter, all involving a lot of confusion and a lot of mystery. And the character herself is extremely confused in what's going on. So, like I said, it's really beautifully shot. Some people compare this to Nicholas Winding Refn when it comes to the style over substance. Like I said, I feel a lot more Oz Perkins with the Black Coat's Daughter. Very dark, very like it's nightmarish. It's nightmare fuel. There's some moments where there's like odd creature like beings, like it deals with like shadows. There's a lot of shadows going on. um and the score, I have to talk about the score. The director is he's part of a group. He's also a DJ, and him and somebody else created the entire score for this film. And the score is very like new wave synth, um, but in a much darker sense. I'm really a big fan of this band called the Birthday Massacre. So if you know who they are, or if you want to look up the Birthday Massacre, they're more like gothic synth new wave, and you get a lot of that, but it's a lot slower. It's a lot more dreamlike. It's a lot more So what I'm trying to look for, mystical and like it's more mellow. It's not like in your face heavy synthwave. It's a lot more mellow and relaxing, kind of uh euphoric and dreamlike. I love it. I really had a good time with this film, and this film just worked for me completely, even though I was totally confused by the end of it. Not really confused. I can't say that. Like it wraps up, but it just takes you on a trip, and I love that. So this is totally my kind of film, and it's a Canadian film too, and I can't believe the director grew up so close to where I live and grew up, and yeah, it's great. It's great stuff. Come true. Go stream it, and like I said, it's on Tubi now. Hopefully, it still is, and hopefully, it is on Tubi wherever you guys are. And it's a film worth checking out, and I'm definitely buying this one on Blu-ray because I came across the Blu-ray with a slipcover, and I definitely will want it on my collection. So, come true. Anthony Scott Burns. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon, so stay tuned for those. Check out what's on the channel already. Stay tuned for what's coming. Until next review, have a good one. Take care and cheers.